over.
Hello everyone. So let's continue with our civics chapter, the judiciary. Till now we have already learned about the three organs of the government, the independence of the judiciary, civil and criminal cases, jurisdiction. Today we are going to start with the structure of the judiciary. The structure of the Indian judiciary is like a pyramid. The Supreme Court, which is at the top, has high courts below it. The high courts in turn have lower courts below them. We have a single and unified judiciary. This means a case may be taken from the lowest court to the highest court through appeals. So, let's learn about all the three types of courts now. Supreme Court. Do you know? The Supreme Court of India was established on 26th January 1950. It was located in Princess Chamber of the Parliament House. It was later moved to the present building on Mathura Road in Delhi in the year 1958. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the country. It is headed by the Chief Justice of India. It can at present have a maximum of 30 other judges. The Parliament can increase this number, Chief Justice and other judges. The Chief Justice of India is appointed by the President of India. The President also appoints the other judges of the Supreme Court after consulting the Chief Justice. A judge of the Supreme Court retires at the age of 65. He can also be impeached by an order of the President if the Parliament finds him guilty of misuse of authority or proven misconduct. Power and functions of Supreme Court. So Supreme Court mainly have five types of powers. Original jurisdiction, appellate jurisdiction, advisory jurisdiction, supervisory jurisdiction, and court of record. Let's learn about all these powers in detail. Original jurisdiction. The Supreme Court has original jurisdiction over cases involving disputes between two or more state governments, disputes between the central government and one or more state governments, disputes in which the central governments and one or more state governments oppose one or more state governments, disputes related to the constitutional validity of central laws. Appellate jurisdiction. The Supreme Court exercises appellate jurisdiction over cases brought in appeal against the decision of high courts, cases that require the interpretation of the Constitution, cases that high courts certify should be tried in the Supreme Court, cases in which a high court changes a lower court's decision and gives a death sentence, and cases that require the review of the Supreme Court's own judgment. Advisory jurisdiction. The Supreme Court exercises advisory jurisdiction over the President, who can seek its advice on constitutional issues. This advice is not binding on the President. Supervisory jurisdiction. The Supreme Court exercises supervisory jurisdiction over all courts below it. Court of Record. The Supreme Court keeps records of all its decisions so that lower courts can consult these in similar cases. A court that keeps such records is a court of record. So this is enough for today. In our next video, we will learn about the high courts and subordinate courts. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.